everybody on YouTube. I am Kimberly and it's nice to meet you. If you are new here, please subscribe and like my channel. I am going to be trying to make videos consistently every week. I honestly have not been on YouTube in a really long time. I'm going to be doing a makeup look today. This handy dandy little headband to keep my hair just away and out of my face so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then I'll try to get as close as I possibly can so you can kind of see my eyes, and I'll zoom in so that way you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to start off by just taping off my eyes, and then I'm going to just do that on the other side as well. I learned this trick back in high school from my best friend Ashley, and funny to this day, she's still one of my best friends and one of the closest people, and we actually worked together after being like best friends after like 12 plus years. We work together every single day. So shout out to Ashley. I'm gonna start off with a concealer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start off with this concealer here. This is the LA Colors concealer. This is the Cover and Correct concealer, Conceal It, and it's in the shade Light. And if you guys cannot see that, I don't know why my camera doesn't focus really well, but that's what I'm gonna be using to just go for the base of my eyes. Palette, that's what it looks like there. I got this from a friend. A lot of the palettes that I do have, I ended up just accumulating from like friends and people that gave them to me. So this is the palette that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be going in with this nude shade here. It is like a base shade or like a crease shade for my eye. I'm going to just be putting that in my crease. And I just kind of blend that out. Little bit of stock hand. And just blend that all throughout the eye. And then I'm going to take this little small brush here, and I'm going to go into Fire. It's like a darker plummy shade. And I'm just going to take that and I'm going to put that on the outer corner. And I'm going to kind of put that into a V shape, just like right here on the outer edge. I'm gonna blend that in. And same thing on the other side. I'm going in and I'm just going to put that plum shade, and it's called Fire, putting that into the corner. So I'm just bringing that up here into a V as well. It looks a little crazy right now, and it honestly kind of looks a little orange on camera. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm gonna go into this dark shade here, which is kind of like a brown shade at the bottom. And I'm gonna go over that same thing on the V and just darken that up as well. Going back in with this brush here, I do still have a little bit of product on it from before, but I'm going to just blend that out and just do circular motions to blend that out so it's not super harsh. And guys, this is honestly like my worst department is eyeshadow. I don't think I will ever get it perfectly down. That's not my master technique, so I'm not perfect at it by any means. But you just have to keep practicing if you want to get better at things. I've obviously been practicing for a while and I still haven't got it down, but that's okay. It's not about being perfect, okay? It's not always about being perfect, it's about trying. I'm actually gonna just go back into the same palette, the Teasby palette. I'm gonna use Charming, so it's a super dark, just like a brown shade. And I'm gonna go back over that same V with that shade there. So I'm just going back in there, darkening up the same thing. Just the bottom part here, and just going into that V and bringing it out to the outer corner so I can darken that up as well. I'm bringing that kind of on the liner, like the line, the eyeliner line. And I'm just darkening up that V as well into the eye look. And kind of doing like the circular motions as well. And I'm just gonna bring that in just a little bit into the eye look as well. So now that I've kind of got most of the like outside shades done, I'm just gonna kind of blend them out a little bit as well. And then same thing on the other side. Blending those back out towards the outer corner. You're gonna get some fallout just on the tape, but that's fine. It'll go on the tape, so it won't go on the actual face. And that's actually why I like doing my eyes first, especially because I'm not good at eyeshadow. I get a lot of fallout just because I obviously don't know what I'm doing. So I just use the tape, that way it doesn't get on my already finished face or my already finished like makeup. So what I'm gonna do now, this eyeliner is not my favorite. I don't have one that I absolutely love because I ran out of one that I did really like. This one is the John to Blue makeup. It's just like a felt tip like eyeliner. This one is a very dry consistency. I don't know if that's just because I've had it so long, but I'm gonna try and do a winged eyeliner with this. Hopefully it goes well. And I've got my coffee. And I think I do actually have a black shade that I can use. No, I do not. I thought I had a black shade that I can kind of go over and do like a liner with that. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and start this winged liner. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to use my mirror here so I can actually see what I'm doing, but kind of go closer to the camera. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing as well. Okay, excuse you. So I'm just going to go, and hopefully this is a good like base. Or hopefully it's a good product. And I honestly think it's just because I haven't used it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this eyeliner out into a wing, and I'm going to just follow that tape that I already have placed to do this wing, and then I'm going to bring that wing down and make it thick. So I've got like a base to do my wing, which the tape is literally right here. So that gives me a base to be able to do my wing and not go past that tape, but also that way when I take the tape off, it's a nice, pretty much nice nice wing. So now that you can kind of see that, I'm going to try and do that on the other side as well. Basically the same exact thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you just because there's not enough light right here to do that. So basically what I do, if I make a mistake on my eyeliner or anything, I just use like a little Q-tip, and then I'll go in and just fix that little piece that I messed up on and just clean it up. And just make sure that you do it before like any of the product dries. That way you're not dealing with like having to worry about messing it up later or messing up your makeup down the road or down like, you know, in the process of you doing your makeup. So while the eyeliner just kind of dries and sets, I'm going to go ahead and just start doing my brows, just because I can go ahead and get that part of it done, and then I can go back in and do my my mascara. What I do for my brows is I go in with this brush here. It's just like a little eyebrow brush, and then I go in with this little pomade and I just go in and do my brows with that. The brush that I did come with, I wasn't a fan of, wasn't my favorite brush to use. So what I do when I do my brows is I'll just go in and I'll follow this natural line. So I'll go in here, follow the line, and then bring it down into the tail. And then I'll do the same thing starting here. And I'll bring it up into the arch. Do the same thing on the other side. I just follow this natural shape with my brow brush, and then I'll bring it into here, which is my tail of my brow, and then I'll bring it down to follow that natural shape. And then I'll go back in and I'll follow that top natural shape as well. And then I'll bring that down into the tail and I'll just darken that. Already pretty much done. That's pretty much all I do for those. I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara. So I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I can't say the word. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and take the tape off, and you can see, you'll see that it has like a clean look whenever you take the tape off. So you take the tape and you just have like a nice little swoop. Eyes are done. And then you have like a nice, just clean line. And now you can work on the your actual face. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in again with the sunscreen, just a little bit. And I'm just gonna apply that before I put on my foundation. I'm so blonde. Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation from Maybelline, and I have the shade 122 Creamy Beige. This one right now, I did get a little bit of a tan. This one, because I feel like this one's actually the perfect shade for me right now. I just put it on the back of my hand, and I'll take my finger and I'll go in and just set it down on the skin wherever I need to put like little circles. And then I'm gonna go back in and blend all this into the skin as well. And I'll just blend that out with my Beauty Blender. And I'm just going to conceal underneath my eyes, my nose, my chin, right here, and then just on my forehead. So just kind of like the T-zone. So I'll basically just go back in with this product here. That's going to be the just the Conceal It concealer, and that's in the shade Light again. And then I'm going to conceal, which is like honestly one of my favorite things to do. If I'm not wearing makeup, or if I'm just wearing like a base just a little bit of makeup, I'll just go in with concealer and then mascara that day. So what I do is I just put it here, and then I'll put it right here just to lift the eye, and then squeeze it out a little bit more just so I have more product. And again, right underneath the eye, and then right here beside my eyeliner just to lift. And then here between my brows, a little bit onto my forehead, which I need a little bit more product. So just like on the forehead, down my nose, and then my chin with any. So now that I pretty much have most of my base foundation, concealer, all of that makeup completed, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna use, so basically I'm gonna use this Cover FX palette as well as my Wet n Wild contouring palette, and this is in the shade Dolce de Leche. So it's just like the Anastasia banana powder and just like a contour kit, but it's Wet n Wild, so it's just super cheap option. So what I do is I'll go back into that shade, and it's the banana powder. And you guys know the banana powder in the Anastasia palette is really good. It's one of like the tried and trues, but this is just a very affordable option, and I like a good bargain, so I'm okay with using the cheap product. So I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna go back on top of that concealer that we just did, and I'm gonna place this banana powder right underneath so you can see the difference. So you can see where I placed this banana powder. You can see it's very matte. This is very dewy. So you want to make sure that you are setting that, because throughout the night or throughout the day, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, you want to make sure that this is not budging. So same thing on the other side. What I'll do on top of that is I'll also go in with just like a bigger brush, and then I go in with a finishing powder, which is this one here. You can do any finishing powder, I just have this one on hand, and I'll go over that, and then I'll go on my whole face. That way I'm not only setting the T-zone, but I'm also setting the whole face that I just did. Now that you've set everything, your makeup's done for your face, you're gonna go in and blend, or you're gonna go in and contour. So I'm gonna go in with this contouring shade here. I just take this on a brush, like little contouring brush. I think this is from like CVS or Walgreens. It doesn't really matter. Anything that you have will work. And then I just go onto my cheekbones and I'm going to contour. And we all do the little face. And then you're gonna bring this up and contour on your forehead, and just like a 3. So you're 1, 2, 3, which that's kind of the shape or the contouring like trick I follow, which I learned that a really long time ago, and honestly everything's changing and like all the makeup trends are changing lately, so you never know what's really in or what people are doing now. So I just tap off the excess, and then I'm going to go back in and do the same thing on the other side. And I go, like I said, on my forehead, 1, 2, 3, like that. And I just blend down here, my jawline, and my chin. I used to have a very chiseled jawline, but I've gained some weight, so, you know, it's non-existent. So I gotta make her pop again, you know? I'm gonna go into just the same brush that I'm already using to contour. It's just easier to use it. I'm already here. I'm gonna go into the blush shade, and I will fix that later. I did put a little much on that side, but you can always blend. And of course, like on your cheeks and down your nose. I always do down my nose, right here, my chin, and then I always just do a little bit more. So I'm gonna go here and here, and sometimes I want like a little bit more of like a blushier nose, so I just put a little bit more of that product on, and then I'm gonna go back into this palette again, same brush, tap off everything, and I'm gonna do my highlighter. So I'm gonna go here, here, here. I'm gonna use all 3 shades, and then I'm gonna go right on top of that blush and that contour, and then just highlight right on top. Same thing on the other side, and just highlighting that side as well. And your girl likes a good highlight, so I'm just gonna go back over, feeling the mermaid vibes right now. And I just go down my nose, of course, on the tip of my nose, here, and then on my chin. And that is the highlight. Girl's feeling the mermaid today. mermaid vibes all the way. And down my chin again, just because. So, and just do a little bit on my forehead, just because, why not? So now that you got your desired face done, everything is done with my face. And I use my handy dandy dirty mirror. I'm gonna go in with my, I'm blind, and I'm more blind now that I have all this mascara on my eyes. So, Perfect Precision lip liner, and it's in the color Blushing. And then this is what she looks like. Very beautiful. Use her every time. My tried and true. And then I'm just going to align my lips. And I just do like a weird X on my top, just because, I don't know, I just feel like it helps. And then I just color that one in and do like a Kim Possible kind of thing, you know? You know, Kim Possible just does like the top line. Focus. So now that I've got the lips done, sometimes I'll go over the lip, like a matte lip, with like a lip gloss or something of that matter. So this is the final look. Now that I'm done with my makeup, I can take out the hairband. So making sure everything looks the way that I would like. This is the final look. So I have enjoyed sitting and talking to you guys, and I really enjoy, if you made it all the way through the video, thank you so much for supporting my channel and supporting me watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.